45-second delay, and then we'll be on the air. Okay. All right, everybody. This is Poncho Blazin ATM, Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service. I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, and fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And this is the second annual episode of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. So this is Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM, the second episode. So now the first episode took place this past Friday. So the second episode is taking place as of right now. So we are going to try to do this Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM every Friday. That's the goal, to try to do that. But on this Friday, due to Halloween coming up, and where there may be some Halloween parties in between Friday and Saturday, we want to be able to have all of our viewers check out everything that we do. So because Halloween is coming up this Friday, we're doing Facebook Live today. So next week we'll resume our regular schedule back to being on Fridays. But for right now, for just this Tuesday only, we're doing Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. Now, the main topic today we're going to be talking about is Halloween. But before we officially talk about Halloween, I just want to address that for all Facebookers that are tuning in, I thank you all so much for tuning in. For everybody that's going to be in the Facebook Live chat here in just a little bit, I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much. And for the YouTubers and TikTokers that'll be YouTubing and TikToking this, you will be able to see the official replay either later on tonight or tomorrow. So either way, either later on tonight or tomorrow, you'll be able to officially see the replay. But to everybody, I appreciate everybody all around the world tuning in, no matter what social media site you're on, or what TV network site, or what mobile device you have. I appreciate everybody tuning in all around the world. But we begin this conversation today, as you all know, as of last Thursday, 3 ex-NBA players, along with 30 people, got arrested for illegal gambling. Now, the 3 ex-NBA players are Damon Jones, who used to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers and Miami Heat; Terry Rozier, who used to play for the Boston Celtics and New Orleans Pelicans; and finally, Chauncey Billups, a former NBA champion from the Detroit Pistons in 2004, a former player for the Denver Nuggets, and he's a former coach for the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier got dismissed, unfortunately. So, because of that situation, they did get dismissed. And it looks like I have John Pittman in the house. Hey, John Pittman, it's so good to see you. John Pittman's the former GFR CEO, so I appreciate you for tuning in live, John Pittman. And it looks like you're wanting to have Kasen Robinson a shout out. Well, Kasen Robinson, we shout you out, and I shout you out. I'm so glad that you are tuning in, and thank you so much. I'm shouting you out as of right now directly. And thank you, John Pittman, for tuning in to the Facebook Live chat. But with the news about the NBA ex-players, Shaquille O'Neal just had a statement saying I just don't get it, on why would you put your family and your careers at risk, and you make $9 million, what else do you need? And I agree 100% with Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, after fame and fortune, after success, after making millions of dollars, what else do you need? I mean, we'll just never know, honestly. But as of right now, the FBI is currently investigating that sequence with the illegal gambling with those 30 people, along with the 3 ex-NBA players. And all I can say is that I hope that the ex-NBA players are innocent. I hope that they had nothing to do with that. And I hope that God will allow them to be free in the name of Jesus. Now, if they're guilty, then of course they have to pay for their crimes and do the time. But it's all in God's hands on that situation. And all we can say is that it all depends on what the FBI has and what evidence they have. But speaking of the NBA has officially started back this season as of last week, and it is back on NBC for the first time since 2002, 2003. The NBA is back on NBC. It's so good to see the energy and the hype and the second chance that the players have on NBC. And it's just a second light of energy for the NBA players. Anytime that you have a second light of energy in anything, I mean, it breaks you and it makes you become better. I'm very happy for the NBA being back on NBC because it allows a chance for the old school NBA to come back once again. And trust me while I say, these past week, these ball games have been lit with old school and new school flows. Speaking of that, I do got my cousin Sheila Holland in the house. Sheila Holland, thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM, and I always appreciate you. Thank you so much, fam. But in this situation, the main topic that we are talking about is Halloween. Now, for today's topic of Halloween, a lot of people celebrate Halloween, and a lot of people don't celebrate Halloween. But as you can see, today I'm dressing up as a Kentucky basketball player for, wait for it, the Kentucky Wildcats. I'm going old school with my Kentucky Wildcats. But what is Halloween? Halloween is one of the only times of the year that we can officially be ourselves. For Halloween, we can be out of our comfort zone. For Halloween, it's the one time of the year that we can dress up as our favorite person, favorite character, our favorite whoever we want to be. Speaking of that, I've got Kayla Berman in the house. Kayla Berman, thank you for tuning into the Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. I appreciate you tuning into the Facebook Live chat. Thank you so much. And with Halloween, we pass out candy to the children. We enjoy time with our families, eating candy. We enjoy time with our families in general, taking our kids out for trick-or-treating. And it's their time to be kids. Of course, kids are always going to be kids. But for kids to dress up as Power Rangers, as Barbies, as superheroes, as sport athletes, as cops, firefighters, whoever they want to be, let them do it. But now, here's a breakdown of Halloween. You know, you do have us Christians. There's some of them that don't believe in Halloween. Some Christians like say that it's nothing but the devil. It's nothing but the devil's holiday. And some Christians will not acknowledge Halloween. Some Christians don't like candy being passed around for Halloween. And I'm like this. Well, if you don't like Halloween, don't get candy. If you don't like Halloween, don't dress up when Halloween comes. That's how I see it. But with the world's perspective, for Halloween, it's all about candy. It's all about being with your family. It's all about being with your friends. And it's all about the parties. A lot of people for Halloween especially will go to parties and party. Let's just put it out there. Hey, and if we want to stop parties or not, we can't stop the parties. I mean, let's be honest. No matter how bad we try to stop them, people are going to find their way to party and go to parties regardless. So we can't stop that. But what I can say is that, wait for it, if you're going to party for Halloween, be responsible, be safe, be careful, and be cautious. Because we do live in an evil world still, and we don't want nothing bad to happen to you. We already hear enough about accidents. We already hear enough about incidents, about killings. We don't need to hear none of that. And here's a tip for Halloween, especially. If you're going to go to parties and the aftermath of it, to me personally, it's honestly best to be in groups of 3. Now, the reason why I say it's best to be in groups of 3 is because if there's an attacker on the loose or someone's trying to attack you, then the other 2 people can jump the attacker. It's not best, and I don't recommend that you walk by yourself or go home by yourself. Let at least 1 or 2 people drive you home, or let at least 1 or 2 people walk home with you. And speaking of that, I've got, it looks like Jessica Shelton in the house. Jessica Shelton, one of my biggest all-time fans ever in the entire world. Thank you for tuning into Facebook Live episode 2. I appreciate you so much. I've always loved and appreciate you very, very much. And I'm so sorry I did not get to holler at you at Lynch Church of God service this past Thursday. I know Mom did, but I didn't. And I truly apologize about that. But I'm so glad that I was able to see you in your, wait for it. I'm so glad that I was able to see you and your husband, Dalton. And you and him are doing a wonderful job overall. I appreciate both of you so much. And continue to be encouraged, continue to have joy, and continue to always have peace in the Lord. That's the main important thing. And thank you for always being one of my biggest all-time fans ever around the world. I greatly appreciate you, Jessica Shelton, very much. But now, for all those that are going to be partying for Halloween, or that are going to go to parties for Halloween, like I said, if you don't hear and take notes on anything else, just be safe, be cautious, be careful, and be alert. Hey, to me, be in groups of 2 or 3. It does not hurt having an extra friend or 2 with you. Like I said, just in case an attacker comes in, or just in case somebody tries to do something, then the other 2 people can jump on them. So let's be in groups of 2 or 3 if we can for this situation, on any situation for Halloween. Like I said, if you're going to a party and do all extracurricular activities, let's be safe about it. Let's be smart about it. Let's be careful about it, and let's be cautious about it. And speaking of that, I've got my man Bobby from Millsboro popping in. Bobby B, thank you for tuning into Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. I appreciate you, and you and your church in Millsboro. You all have always been great to me and my mom and our family. Wait for it. Wait for the slow connection to come through. I appreciate your all's church for always being great to us over the years. And it's always been a blessing being in service with you all every time we've been down there. So I appreciate you all so much. And thank you for tuning in, Bobby B. I appreciate you very much. But like I said, for me in Halloween, I'm dressing up as a UK basketball player for my Kentucky Wildcats in the UK Blue. The best college basketball team out there, in my opinion. I said basketball. I didn't say football, because we know football and college football for UK, but basketball, oh, we all dead in the bag of chips at basketball. You can't tell us nothing. I'm representing the blue and white. But we do have to get ready to head out here in just a little bit. But I do appreciate everybody that's tuned into episode 2 of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. The next time we'll be on, we'll resume back to our regular schedule on Fridays on Facebook Live. And next Friday, hopefully, it'll be episode 3. Unless plans change, next week will be episode 3 of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. And speaking of that, we've got the future in the building in Johan Gist. The future of music in Johan Gist. Johan Gist from Lynch, Kentucky, my Lynch native and my Lynch brother. And a future GFR representative, a future GFR pick. Should you decide to go to GFR Incorporated, we would love to have you there. But in all seriousness, we appreciate you, and wait for it. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. Hey, you are the future, and you could be the future of HC. I'm just saying. But don't forget, this Thursday, the Talk at Poncho's Palace podcast will resume. So we'll be back for the Talk at Poncho's Palace podcast with episodes 135 and 136 this Thursday, only on YouTube at Poncho Holland Vivo. And be sure to subscribe in order to join the YouTube Live Nation chat. And don't forget, tomorrow, if you are available in all areas, tomorrow at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Todd's Church of God in Todd's, Kentucky, my mama, legendary Christian singer and minister and future First Ballot Hall of Famer, Prophetess Princess Holland, will be the special guest minister there at Todd's Church of God in Todd's, Kentucky at 6 or 7 p.m. tomorrow night on October the 29th, 2025. If you are available everywhere around the world, if you're available in person to see this, you've got to come to Todd's Church of God tomorrow in Todd's, Kentucky at 6 or 7 p.m. to hear the special guest minister, my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland. And please be sure to follow her on Facebook, TikTok, Google, and follow her on YouTube and subscribe to her on her YouTube page in Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo. And speaking of that, don't forget that Jamie and Serena Daniels and brother CJ Colin Colston will be the special guest singers at Refuge Church of Jesus on November 8th, 2025 at 2 p.m. in Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Those three will be the special guest singers at Refuge Church of Jesus in Big Stone Gap, Virginia at 2 p.m. And don't forget to tune in to all NFL and NBA games, as both of their seasons have officially started. And college basketball is getting ready to tune in for women's and men's, so be sure to check out all college basketball. And don't forget that follow me on Facebook at Joseph James Holland, and be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page at Poncho Blazin ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Follow us and subscribe to us at One Way Ministries on YouTube and Facebook. Follow and subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook on GFR Incorporated. and that's Global Force Records Incorporated. Be sure to follow us on all social media sites from Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, and Zang. Well, this will officially do it for episode 2 of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. I want to thank each and every single body that's tuned in today for Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM, episode 2. And next Friday, Lord willing, we will be back for episode 3 of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. So we're going to do our best to keep this weekly if we can. And as far as for the PNP podcast goes, as soon as we have an official announcement on the premiere of the PNP podcast with my mama being the host and me being the co-host, we will let you know that announcement as soon as possible. But until Thursday, like I said, the podcast, the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, is this Thursday on YouTube. Be sure to watch that this Thursday. And until then, keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. And as of right now, I'm signing out. And you all have a great week, a great Halloween this Friday. And be sure, party, be smart, be safe, be cautious, and be careful, and be alert. I'm signing out as of right now.